Hi guys, thanks for joining me. You may recall my video recently where I gave a shout out to Joe of Mad Genius Productions, and in that video not only had he sent me a shop card, but he'd also sent me a kit in this box. And I said that I would show you the kit on a Monday, and some of you have worked out that it's obviously a Matchbox kit. How you've managed to do that, I just do not know. Tying up Monday with Matchbox is just very clever people. So without further ado, I shall get the kit that Joe sent me, and we'll have a look at it together. So here it is, guys. Matchbox's Supermarine Stranraer, which was a biplane used, I think, up till the beginning of World War II. And it was, as you can see, it's in camo colours, so that kind of gives you the way a bit. I think it was replaced by the Sunderland, but I don't know what date there was the kind of changeover, and obviously the Catalina was another flying boat that replaced the Stranraer. This boxing is quite an old one, I would think. The actual box has seen better days. But nevertheless, I am over the moon to have this in my collection. This is an unusual box because it's actually a lid and a box within, as opposed to the open-ended ones that I usually get with Matchbox kits. Whether it's because of the size of the kit or whether it's the age of the kit, I don't know. But so that's the box art. Let's just have a quick look at the side where we've got some of the details of the airframes that you can make up as part of this kit. So the first one we've got there is number 240 Squadron Stranraer. That's in Scotland, July 1940 to April 1941. So operating quite away into World War II then. Then we can do this one, which is the number 228 Squadron at Pembroke, South Wales, 1937-38. So that's looks like a silver and grey finish. And this one with a bit of blue tape on it is number 209 Squadron, Mountbatten, Plymouth, England. We got an end date there of September 1939, and that looks like an all over silver finish. So we'll go through the box contents together. So unfortunately some of the parts have come off the sprues, but I'm pretty sure that they are all there. And this is a 3-colour kit. We've got a green sprue, a brown sprue, and I think a light grey sprue. And as you can see, this is the fuselage of the Stranraer, which is another nice looking flying boat, similar to the Dornier I showed not so long back. If we turn this round, I did manage to see a date here on the tail section, and that says Leslie Products and Co. Circa 1978, or is that circa or is that copyright? Probably copyright 1978. So this is 41 years old. I would have been 12 when this was produced. Here's some more parts on that same sprue, and if we look up here we can see the PK number is 601, but there is a bit of a mystery about this. So we'll just look at these parts. We've got the engine nacelles, we've got the floats there, we've got the door, and we've got the engine cowlings there. On this sprue we have the struts, we have some interior doorways, one of the propellers, the other propellers in the box, and we've got the upper, well this is the midsection I think of the upper wing. So we've got the bottom and top, which I think that must be the bottom because we've got 2 strut holes there, and that's the top. And here we have 2 sprues of grey. We've got the 3 crewmen, obviously the wings and the engines. This is the I think this is the upper wing, because it's got holes in again, but could be wrong. We've also got 3 Lewis guns as well on there. We've got a radio in the interior and ladder. And as I mentioned, here's the other grey sprue, which has got another section of wings, and I'm thinking this is, although this could be the top of the the lower wing. Got another crewman up here. We've got the wheels. I'll just turn it over. Got the wheels there on the undercarriage. What they provide with this is like a trolley. So we've got this here, so you can put the flying boat on a trolley. I think with the wheels down, which is pretty good. Those parts that come loose are in this bag. There's 1 or 2 others as well that are in the box. We got the canopy and some of the side windows there, and then we got the decals, which have seen better days. There are actually 2 sets of decals in this box. We got those in the bag, and then we got these here. I'm not too concerned about the decals, because believe it or not, I have actually got another set for this particular build. If we have a look at the instructions, I think Matchbox always make out that the build's going to be straightforward. There's not much to it at all. Obviously there's going to be quite a bit of rigging to this kit, and it'll be one of the biggest biplanes that I've got. Although I've got the, is it the Hayford, the Matchbox Hayford, which is quite quite a large biplane, but that don't look too bad. And then we've just got the finishing steps here. It's interesting that they give you options on how to finish the build up, so you can have all crew like sat with machine guns. You can have, it would appear, just the 1 machine gun and then things buttoned up at the front and an aerial or radar, and then another version there, and then the final one is the one I mentioned with the trolley. Sorry, with the trolley. So I think if you built it like this, with the wheels down, and then you'd use the trolley. There's the paint callouts, and there's some of the smaller details getting their paint callouts, as opposed to the exterior ones being shown on the next sheet. So this is the paint callouts for the 3 different aircraft. This one's 240 Squadron, Stranraer mentioned. This one's 228, and then on the back we've got 209. Now, what's interesting about this kit, we've already looked at the PK number and it said 601, but if we look here, the PK number is 551, and I don't think I've ever seen this before in a Matchbox kit. I'm just trying to grab it now. So PK-551, and there's actually a little note within the kit which says PK-551-PK-601. Now I'm counting on John Parker perhaps solving this mystery for me, but I'm wondering if Matchbox were deciding, rather than just a continuous run of numbers, they decided that the bigger kits should start with a new number, and this was the first of the 600s. I'm not 100% certain about that, but I'm wondering if that is the case. So there we go, guys. That's the kit that I received from Joe, and obviously I'm very much appreciate it, Joe. Thanks a lot, mate. Another one to add to my collection. I'm getting far more Matchbox kits than I'm actually building, but I'm just going to have so much fun putting this one together. Well, I hope that's the case anyway, because if you look at the rigging on this and the struts that have got to go on this, it could be a bit of a challenge. But I've done a few biplanes in the past, although I haven't done one recently, so I'm hoping that it won't be too much of an issue and just be great fun. Anyway, thanks ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you soon.